Well, I want to welcome everybody to the Bowser Nissan Theater, the Y108 Bowser Nissan Theater. We are joined by Warner Music Nashville's Devin Dawson. Devin, thanks for coming out.
What's going on, y'all? Thanks for having me. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
You know what? I'm off my game today. I forgot to rehearse that with them, so it would be in unison and louder at one time.
They just did it right. It was all good.
Okay, all right. If you're all right with it, I'm all right with it.
I thought it was great. It was
okay.
It was honest.
All right. Orangevale,
yes,
California?
Orangevale, yeah, that's
okay.
where I'm from.
It's basically Folsom Prison.
Literally, yeah. I mean, I grew up a minute from Folsom Prison. It's right outside of Sacramento. But,
yes, yeah.
So Northern California, but yeah, I mean, when you grow up, you don't know what you're around until you leave, and I didn't know it was this cool, crazy thing until I leave, and I'm, writing country songs, singing country songs, and I'm obviously a huge Johnny Cash fan, and so I don't know. You're kind of clueless when you're a kid. You never know. But
yeah, you hear about things or you know about things, but you're not quite sure. Or it doesn't mean anything to you until you get out and people.
Exactly.
You realize what it means to other people.
Yeah, or just like I never realized how small my town was until I left. You don't because you don't have anything to compare it to.
I don't know. It said 30,000 people.
Yeah, but compared to Nashville or New York or L.A. or something, you know what I mean?
Right, well,
and I don't know if that's
number one, number
into,
two, and what number like 43.
Yeah, I don't know if that's lumped into Sacramento though. I'm not really sure, but
All right. So in looking at your bio, it says that you were a bass player.
I was.
A death metal band in high school.
Yeah.
Death metal.
So, there's so many genre distinctions when it comes to metal. There's heavy metal, there's death metal, there's technical metal, there's black metal. There's so many different versions of it, But yeah, I mean, we played rock. We started out playing rock when we were like 12 years old, like all of my best friends and I, and it kind of just through the angsty years of high school and all that, it kind of just got heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier, and we just kept pushing the boundaries because we just loved the challenge of it, I think,
All right. And then so you go from death metal, which sounds, well,
scary.
as bad as you can get, to writing songs for Taylor Swift, including Blank Space and Style.
Yeah.
Now, you wrote the songs, and then she picked them up. It's not like you're singling her out.
I wish I had written those songs. So we actually did. I met a girl when I moved to Nashville to go to college, and I met a girl in the freshman dorm named Louisa Wendorf, and we actually covered Taylor Swift songs.
Oh.
And so, I wish I had written.
Okay, well, see, here's the thing. Your
on.
bio then has a misprint, or I just can't read one of the two.
Maybe they're
probably mine.
I mean, like I said, I wish I wrote these songs. But no, so we did those, and we made a video and did a recording of it, and we thought, we just did it for fun. We just thought we had something special. We wanted to share it. And she saw it the next day and tweeted it out, and now it's got like 35 million views, and it's crazy, man.
From now on, I got to read everything verbatim.
No, it's all good. It's part of the conversation. I love it.
All right, so besides the prison, let's say you invite all of us back to your place, your hometown.
Yeah.
What are you going to show us?
So I literally live in a barn. I know that sounds weird, but my dad bought a barn, and it's got, you walk in, on the outside you think it's just this really nice, cool looking big barn, and you walk inside and it's got this fully renovated house,
Nice.
Hardwood floors, full kitchen, a couple bedrooms, all of that. So I would take you guys to the heart of Orangevale, where we call it horse country there, just because there's so many. I was raised with horse. I didn't ride horses. The girls in my family did, but my dad has a house here. He built a house for my grandparents up there. That my aunt's here, her children. It's kind of like this whole pocket of country that I kind of come from, and it's just my favorite place in the world. So I would just kind of show you guys around that.
That's cool. Yeah. All right. And so growing up, obviously your family sounds very close knit and everything.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing you ever did to get yourself in trouble growing up?
Gosh. I remember the first time my dad kicked me out of the house.
Wait, first time?
Yeah.
So that means there's multiple.
There was a couple times, yeah. I wanted to run. I wanted to go to a metal show, and my dad didn't want me to go out that night, so I told him I was going back to my mom's house because my parents split up when I was 5, which, was the most amazing, we had the most amazing childhood growing up, and they were so civil. My mom and my dad are opposite people. My dad is this very straight and narrow businessman. My mom's kind of like this free-floating, music-loving hippie. And so I don't even know how they got together in the first place, but I am equal parts of both of them, so I'm thankful for it. But I told my dad I was going to my mom's house, and mistakenly left some dirty dishes in the sink, and he called and somehow found out that I was at this show instead of at my mom's house, and just so livid. And he was like, "You lied to me." And in retrospect, I definitely should not have done that. But that's probably the craziest thing. I
Was
guess.
the show worth it?
It was so awesome. Yeah, it was amazing, and I lived for it then. You know what I mean? So, you gotta in your teenage years, you gotta rebel a little bit. If that's the worst thing I did, I mean.
Yeah, I mean that's not too bad.
Right, or the worst thing I'll talk about, anyways.
Statute of limitations aren't up on the others.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so let's say you have a chance to do some. Like everybody has a favorite junk food. What's yours?
Funyuns.
Really?
Straight up, dude.
Oh.
They're so good. I hate chocolate, though. I don't like chocolate. So, and everyone's always like, what? You don't like chocolate? And then I'm like, more for you. And they're like, okay, that's cool.
And you can have all the Funyuns you want.
Dude, I love Funyuns, man. They're just like addicting, dude. I don't know. It's like when I was a kid, I used to eat those. I don't eat them so much anymore, but every once in a while, like on the road or something, I'll get a little guilty pleasure.
What do you wash it down with?
I'm a water guy, man. I
Really?
love water. I don't drink soda. Like, water is the best thing. I know that's the most boring thing ever, but I just love water. It's so good.
All right. Wouldn't have pictured that.
Helps keep my vocals hydrated, too.
There you
So
go.
when we're singing all day,
So you have a chance to do a duet with someone. They could be living or passed on. Who's it going to be?
I am a huge, huge John Fogerty fan. Growing up in Northern California, CCR was a huge part of my life. I know every song, I know every word, but other than that, I think Taylor Swift would be a really cool collaboration. It would be kind of like a full circle thing for me.
Now, would you do a cover or something original?
I would write with her. It's so funny that cover blew up so much because I'm not a cover guy. I'm such a songwriter. Like, I write every single day. I'm obsessed with it, and I don't really take the time to learn covers. I'll sing along to the radio and all that stuff, but I just don't do covers. I'm just I like to create and say my own things. So I would, and I know she is too. So I would take the chance to pen a song with her and then record it together. Yeah.
All right, so you completely took the steam out of my last question.
Oh, here we go.
The album's done.
It is.
There is one slot left, but it has to be a cover. What are you going to put on it?
Oh, my gosh.
Since you don't learn them, you don't like them, you don't do them now,
If we're talking CCR, I think "Run Through the Jungle" is like the coolest song, man.
Yes.
That minor sort of thing, and it's just fun. And I don't know, it kind of reminds me of my childhood, and I would try to do my best John Fogerty I could. But other than that, I mean, I'm a huge John Mayer fan, and so maybe "Slow Dancing in a Burning Room" or something like that.
Wow.
If you haven't heard that one, check it out. It's a good breakup song.
Ladies and gentlemen, Devin Dawson.
Thank you very much.